Hi everyone. Today I'm going to work through exercise 6C of the textbook. Now this exercise it actually throws a whole heap of formulas at you. I don't really think the formulas are worth remembering. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to actually work these out just using a logical process. And the thing we need to know before we actually start this is that when we talk about cos, it refers to the horizontal component of the point on the circle. When we talk about sine, it refers to the vertical component of that point on the circle. Now to do these questions, okay, first off I know that sine theta is 0.3 and I know that cos of alpha is 0.7. I'm going to use those facts to help me get the answers to these. Now this question here is asking us for sine of pi on 2 minus alpha. So I already know that I'm dealing with the alpha part of this. I'm going to just draw a rough sketch of what this looks like. Very rough sketch. So imagine the unit circle going around like this, and cos of alpha is 0.7, so that means the horizontal component is 0.7. I can draw to a point on the circle somewhere, maybe here, which has a horizontal component of 0.7. So this angle that I've turned through here is alpha. Now, we're actually asked to do pi on 2 minus alpha, so I'm going to do pi on 2, I'll start up here, and I will minus that same angle. So it's going to take it back to about there. These two triangles that I've drawn here, they are exactly the same triangle, just orientated different ways. So because that part there is 0.7, what we can see right away is that this vertical part here is also going to be 0.7. Now the next thing is that the question is asking us to do sine of the angle. Sine is referring to the vertical component, and we can see right away that the vertical component of this is 0.7. So in conclusion, I can say that sine of pi on 2 minus alpha is equal to cos of alpha, which is 0.7. If I do the second question in a very similar way, I'm going to draw again a rough sketch of what is going on here. Very rough, please excuse the dodgy line. So the unit circle comes up over here like this, and we are looking for sine theta to be 0.3. So that means the vertical component of the point must be 0.3. It's probably going to be something like that, to a point about here. So that vertical part is 0.3. The angle there was theta. This time we're doing pi plus theta, so I'll turn through the same angle past pi on 2. So there it is. The angle here is theta. And from the similarity of these triangles, we can see that this horizontal part here is 0.3. Now, the last thing is we are asked to do cos of that angle. So that is asking for the horizontal part. And so in conclusion, I can say that cos of pi on 2 plus theta is equal to sine theta. Now, something that I need to do here, we notice that this here is going to be a negative value because it's in the second quadrant and it's also going out to the left. So we need to include a negative sign somewhere, so I'll just put it in front of this. I could do it the other way around if I wanted to, but it doesn't really help us that much. And we know that sine theta is just 0.3, so this happens to be negative 0.3. So that's those two questions done using a logical method rather than using the formulas that are provided in the book. I think this is a much better way to do this kind of problem because I think that you should be able to think through this rather than just following that rule every time. Anyway, I'll leave that there and we'll get stuck into the Pythagorean identity in the next video. See you next time.